YouTube, this is bullshit.
Stu, I didn't know you were coming over.
I'm not Stu.
Good morning, kids of January 2010. It is time for the very first episode of YouTube Poop News for this year. And today we're going to cover every single solitary thing that's been happening, and we're going to cover my opinion on fads. Starting off with something I need to cover before it gets too old, which is already old, but I'm going to cover it anyway. You've probably been seeing shit like this appearing in certain people's thumbnails, and you're probably wondering, what the hell is that and what is that doing there? But I may be getting ahead of myself. I mean, there are these kids out there that haven't been paying no attention to their own assholes. So, I'll go ahead and tell you. If you search up YouTube poop, you will find a whole bunch of videos that are very overrated, have way too many views than they need for their dinner spaghetti faggotry. And you'll also find, recently, that they have very strange thumbnails on them, containing either anime pictures or the likeness of John Madden. Did you go look that up? You familiar with it now? Good. Wonderful. Now you want to know who's doing it. Alright, I'll tell you. Y'all sit down and Uncle Stu's going to tell you a little story. Once upon a time, back in 2007, there was a young veteran pooper known as May AIDS. May AIDS was a well-renowned pooper back in his day and created very ahead-of-their-time videos featuring awesome sentence mixing and other kind of rare techniques that you didn't see much back then. Retired from YouTube, disappeared forever, blah 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 blah. Fast forward to now, he's hacking YouTube. And he ain't just hacking YouTube poops neither. He's hacking just any videos at all. He hacked Fred, he hacked Shane Dawson, he hacked a bunch of other places. I don't have a picture of when he hacked Fred, but McMangos does. Just check out his video about it. Now, at first it was kind of questionable whether May AIDS actually did it or not. But finally, something confirmed everybody's fears. This video right here, featuring a bit from Quibi Jibby's King Hart Kinningan's Reign of Terror.
Fuck you all! I do what I want! I say what I want! You can't stop me!
Obviously, in that picture, May Age is threatening to bite that little girl's head off unless we allow him to continue with his work. We will give you more on the shocking details after some shocking details come up. But now it's time to talk about the main part of the show, fads. Yes, fads. And I'm not talking about stuff like, you dare not agree with so-and-so, or this video contains blah blah. I'm talking about fad videos like this. I cannot even explain to you how much these so-called fads piss me off. There are so many fucking different versions of this, but it's all the same thing. 8-bit music and a picture going back and forth. And you could say all you want, no, but this one's got like Harrison Ford, or this one's got like Mega Man music, or this one's got this one's got John Goodman. I hear you, OMG and you're screaming at me right now, ain't you? Kids, I'm going to go ahead and tell you this. If you see a fad like this, I know it seems easy to do, and it is. It takes no effort whatsoever, but please do yourself a favor and don't get involved in that. It won't give you any more views or subscribers. It'll just put another video on YouTube that clutters up YouTube and keeps people that much further away from the good stuff. But these things are fucking everywhere now, because just anybody can do it, and anybody will get anybody that makes one of these fads, starts one, will start getting a whole bunch of responses because of a bunch of newbies, or just idiots acting like newbies, thinking that it's going to do them something good. And you know what I blame? I blame Lemon Party. I mean, there were videos like that around even before Lemon Party, but it was Lemon Party that brought that back up from the dead, took the shovel to the grave, and just dug up the feces and the decay and the right smack dab out of there. Whoever posted that on the I Am Goomba account has my deepest condolences and has my deepest respect because they didn't say who they were. Nobody knows who made Lemon Party, and if somebody did, I'm sure somebody would go over there. Well, I'd go over there and shoot him. And there's just been more and more of these fads popping out of the woodwork, and they're just gonna keep on growing until finally it's just gonna pop. Fuck you, Lemon Party. Fuck the lemon. I just dropped my microphone. There we go. Cheap fucking gay shit bastards and their cheap fucking gay shit fads. Let's stop talking about fads for a minute. I got something else to share with y'all. The very first YouTube poop ever made on Sheezy art back in December of 2004, is now 5 years old. Super Yoshi's hot on our tail. Though people may argue and egress and yell and bitch and moan, that's the first YouTube poop ever made. Live with it. So technically, if you think about it, YouTube poop is 5 years old. The old poopers of 06 and 07 are now in their 20s and are off doing other shit now. So that just brings us right back to our discussion about fads. People say YouTube poop was a fad, and I used to say it was a fad. But you know, the more I think about it, some fads have lasted a long time. Now, I'm not talking about internet fads. I'm talking about just fashion fads, CB radio, clothes, all kind of shit. Disco. Why am I stuck in the 70s? Anywho, and the longest they may have lasted was like 2 or 3 years tops. And then later on have like 200 or 300 people in the whole world that still cares about it. YouTube has been going for 5 years on the same damn site, and YouTube has done everything in their power to take it down along with the big heartless companies, but it has stayed right there to the end. And it will probably be there until we run out of shit. It would take something humongous, drastic, terrifying, almost satanic to take YouTube poop off the fun list. But to tell you the God honest truth, some poops already fit those adjectives perfectly, so cocks. Well, boys, that's all I got time to share with y'all. I'll see y'all later. But don't y'all go nowhere. I'm rounding up all the Bugs Bunny collab poops that I liked and putting them all together in a big thing. Plus, I'm adding my own Bugs Bunny poop to the mix, too. But right now, it's 1:30 a.m., I'm sleepy, and I got shit to plan for another episode, so see y'all later.